Best pig farming practices that triple farm income, a complete guide and framework for sustainable, high-profit pig farming. Section 2, facility design and housing management. Designing infrastructure that optimizes production and minimizes labor. Your pig facilities represent a substantial capital investment that you will utilize for 15 to 25 years or more, making proper design absolutely critical for long-term profitability and operational efficiency. Well-designed facilities create environments that keep pigs comfortable and productive, minimize disease pressure through proper ventilation and waste management, reduce labor requirements, intelligent layout and automation, facilitate biosecurity by controlling animal and human traffic flow, and accommodate future expansion as your operation grows. Conversely, poorly designed facilities create ongoing problems, including chronic disease challenges, excessive labor requirements, animal discomfort, reducing productivity, and limited expansion possibilities. Let's explore how to design facilities that set your operation up for long-term success. The fundamental decision you must make is whether to implement intensive confinement housing, extensive outdoor or pasture-based systems, or hybrid approaches combining elements of both. Each system has distinct advantages, challenges, and sustainability for different scales, climates, markets, and management philosophies. Intensive confinement housing confines pigs in enclosed buildings with climate control, maximizes land use efficiency, allowing large numbers of pigs per acre, providing complete environmental control, optimizing growth and reproduction, minimizing disease exposure through controlled access and sanitation, reduces labor through automation and efficient facility design, and protects pigs from weather extremes and predators. However, confinement systems require substantial capital investment, that is between $200 to $400 per big pig space, depending on sophistication. Generate concentrated wastes requiring sophisticated management. Face increasing consumer concerns about animal welfare, and create dependency on purchased feeds rather than grazed forage. Extensive outdoor pasture-based systems allow pigs access to outdoor paddocks or pastures. Minimize capital investment in facilities, often between $50 to $100 per big pig space, allowing pigs to express natural behaviors including rooting and foraging, reduce feed costs through forage and root consumption, that is potentially between 15 to 25% feed savings, produce pork that can be marketed as pasture-raised, commanding substantial price premiums, and generally align better with sustainable agricultural principles. However, outdoor systems have significantly higher labor requirements for portable shelter management, feeding, and monitoring, experience higher mortality from weather extremes and predation, face challenges with production and piglet survival in harsh climates, creates parasite management challenges from continuous ground exposure, result in slower growth rates between 180 to 200 days to market compared to 150 to between 150 to 165 days in confinement, and requires substantially more land area per pig. For most beginning farmers and small to medium scale operations, a hybrid approach combining the advantages of both systems often provides the optimal balance. This might include climate-controlled farrowing and nursery buildings for newborns and weaned pigs, where environmental control is most critical, combined with hoop barns or three-sided shelters for growing or finishing pigs that require less intensive management, with optimal access to outdoor lots or pastures for exercise and natural behavior expression. For this hybrid approach requires moderate capital investment, captures most of the production efficiency of confinement system, while addressing animal welfare concerns, provides flexibility to adjust management based on seasonal conditions, and creates marketing stories that resonate with consumers increasingly concerned about animal welfare and production practices. Farrowing facilities, protecting your most vulnerable and valuable stage. The farrowing period, that is between birth through weaning at 3 to 4 weeks, is the most critical and vulnerable stage in pig production, with pre-weaning mortality averaging between 12 to 18% in poorly managed operations, but achievable at between 5 to 8% with excellent management. Proper farrowing facilities are essential for protecting newborn piglets from crushing by their mother, the leading cause of piglet mortality, providing optimal thermal environment for piglets that require between 85 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit, while sows prefer between 60 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit, facilitating efficient feeding and health monitoring, and supporting sow comfort during lactation when she is producing between 10 to 12 pounds of milk daily to feed her litter. Farrowing crates are the most common farrowing system in commercial operations. This consists of metal crates measuring approximately 5 feet by 7 feet, with a central sow area measuring 2 feet wide by 7 feet long, that restricts the sow's movement to standing, lying, and limited turning, plus adjacent piglet areas or both on both sides where piglets can nurse, rest, and access supplemental sources safe from crushing. The crate design prevents sows from rolling onto and crushing piglets, the most common cause of piglet death, while still allowing piglets complete access to udder for nursing. Farrowing crates are highly effective at reducing pre-weaning mortality, maximize facility efficiency by housing multiple sows in relatively small spaces, and simplify management of individual sows and litters. However, farrowing crates face increasingly controversy due to animal welfare concerns about restricting sow movement. They are banned or being phased out in various jurisdictions, and they require substantial capital investment. Alternative farrowing systems include individual farrowing pens, that is 6 feet by 10 feet or larger, provide sows with more space and freedom of movement while still protecting piglets through proper design elements, including sloped walls that prevents sow-to-wall crushing. Temporary confinement for the first 3 to 5 days post-farrowing when crushing risk is high, and designated piglet areas with heat sources and creep rails. These systems address animal welfare concerns and may be required in certain markets, but they typically result in 2 to 4% point higher per weaning mortality, require substantially more building space per sow, and demand more intensive management to achieve results compared to crate systems. For small-scale operations under 25 sows, individual farrowing pens often represent the best balance between animal welfare, capital efficiency, and production results. Regardless of your farrowing system design, certain features are essential for success. Provide supplemental heat for piglets using heat lamps, heated mats, or radiant heaters in designated creep areas where sows cannot access and destroy equipment. Newborn piglets cannot thermoregulate effectively and quickly become hypothermic in temperatures below 85 degrees Fahrenheit, leading to weakness, failure to nurse, and death. Install proper flooring, that is solid floors with heavy bedding for piglet areas, providing warmth and comfort, combined with the slated or perforated floors in sow dunging areas, facilitating manure removal without excessive labor. Ensure excellent ventilation, providing fresh air for sows and piglets while preventing drafts directly on piglets. Provide supplemental lighting, enabling 24-hour observation during critical post-farrowing days when intervention can save piglet lives. Design facilities for efficient workflow, allowing feeders to provide care. Perform processing tasks, that is castration, tail docking, iron injection, identification, and monitor health without excessive movement or lifting. Let's look at nursing, growing, and finishing facilities. After weaning at 3 to 4 weeks of age, piglets move through distinct production phases requiring different housing specifications. The nursing phase, that is weaning through approximately 8 weeks of age or between 50 to 60 days, is the second most critical period in pig production. Weaned piglets experience enormous stress from separation from their mother, transition from milk to dry feed, mixing with unfamiliar pigs, creating social competition and suppressed immune systems, making them vulnerable to disease. Proper nursery facilities are essential for navigating this stressful transition successfully. Design nursery facilities providing 3 to 4 square feet per pig in fully slated or partially slated pens or housing. Between 10 to 20 pigs per pen to maintain social groups while minimizing aggression. Provide temperature control, maintaining between 75 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit initially after weaning, gradually reducing as pigs grow. Ensure excellent ventilation, removing moisture and providing fresh air without creating drafts. Install feeders, providing adequate space, 1 feeder hole per 2 to 5 pigs minimum, and designs preventing wastage. Provide easily accessible clean water through nipple drinkers or bowl drinkers. 1 water point per 10 to 12 pigs. The nursery period lasts approximately 5 to 6 weeks, after which pigs weighing between 50 to 60 pounds move to growing or finishing facilities. Growing or finishing facilities house pigs from approximately 60 pounds through market weight at between 250 to 280 pounds, a period lasting roughly 12 to 16 weeks depending on genetics, nutrition, and management. Design growing stroke finishing facilities providing 6 to 8 square feet per pig in groups of 15 to 30 pigs, maintaining social groups from the nursery phase through marketing to minimize fighting and stress. Flooring can be fully slated, partially slated, or solid with bedding depending on climate, waste management system, and preference. Slated floors minimize labor by allowing manure to fall through into collection pits, while bedded solid floors generally improve pigs' comfort and reduce respiratory disease, but require regular removal of manure-soaked bedding. Hoop barns have become increasingly popular for growing or finishing, especially for operations seeking lower capital costs and improved animal welfare. These consist of metal frames covered with woven tabs, polythene covers measuring typically 30 to 70 feet wide by 72 to 150 feet long, with open ends and deep straw or corncob bedding. Barns cost substantially less than conventional enclosed buildings, between $50 to $100 per pig space compared to between $150 to $250. Provide good environmental protection with natural ventilation, allowing pigs to root and nest in bedding, expressing natural behaviors, and produce pork marketable with welfare-friendly claims. However, hoop barns require substantial bedding, approximately between 20 to 30 pounds per pig per month, generating more manure bedding or straw bedding mixture requiring land application or composting. Experience more seasonal performance variation and require more monitoring to ensure adequate ventilation and pig comfort. Subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell. We publish comprehensive agricultural guides, disease management videos, variety reviews, troubleshooting contents, advanced technologies, and farmers' success stories weekly. Contents potentially adding thousands of dollars to your annual income. Return regularly because agricultural science continuously advances and evolves. New research, refined management techniques, innovative solutions emerge constantly, and improved storage technologies emerge constantly. Consistent learning separates continuously improving farmers from those stuck with outdated methods. Remember to like this video, comment with your story and commitments, share with farming networks, subscribe for weekly agricultural education, and turn on notifications. Your engagement transforms not just your farm, but entire agricultural communities worldwide. Together, we are building a global movement of prosperous, sustainable farmers, proving that with knowledge and commitment, agricultural prosperity is achievable for everyone. Welcome to your farming transformation. Let's make it extraordinary. Best pig farming practices that triple farm income, Section 3. Click the link in the description below or watch the video which are shown on the screen right now to benefit from these most profitable pig farming strategies. Thank you.